Yes, agricultural produce road fee has declined from 24 million to 12 million in 2023-2024 financial year. And fairly, when I look at all your revenue streams, this is clearly an outlier, decreasing your revenue at CES.
And assess on page 8, that's not 1.
Yes. Page 8 at the top there, and not 1. There's a decline by 50%. And when you look at your other revenue streams, most of them has registered positive growth. What might be the reason why at 2023-2024, there was a 50% decline on the agricultural produce road fees.
Governor, let's deal with these issues very quickly so that we move to the other issues.
Thank you, Chair. Chair, in terms of the stadia, and I think Chair Argei has left, but I'll just
just respond for the record.
The Raila Odinga Stadium was opened in July 2023, 1st July 2023, which means that the year 2022-23, it was not in operation. And when we opened it, then we got some teams that were now playing, like Shabana, that gave us the revenue that we raised from the stadium. The other open spaces are like the Governor's Park, and now we have an arboretum and also the amphitheater at the lakefront. We will be able to collect some revenues there for weddings and other things, just activities and events, but not for individual persons using the facilities. In terms of the agricultural produce road fee, a lot of the...
The question by Chiragay was in the 2022-2023, there is zero collection.
In 2023.
That is note number 11, page 10
on your ROR. But there were other stadiums.
There was no stadium. The stadium was not complete.
There was no park, there was nothing.
There was no park, animal park, you don't have?
No, animal is different, Chair, Senator Chiragay. The Ruma National Park is the game park that we have, but we do not receive any revenues from it because it's a national park, not a game reserve. So the revenues go directly to Kenya Wildlife Service.
So there was no stadium, there was no park, there was no open spaces.
That is how much work we have done in the time we have been in office.
Okay, Governor, let's proceed a bit faster. The agricultural produce road fee.
Here, Ndiwa Sukari, which is the main producer of CES, was closed for a while for repairs, and therefore we lost quite a bit of CES in between. And we also had Kibos that was taking sugarcane from Homa Bay to Kisumu, and they also left during that time. So that is the reason that we had the decline in the agricultural monies. Thank you.
Honorable members, I want to request that we look at the systems environment, wrap this up, and then go to the issues in the main executive report. Auditor General, you had an observation on systems environment, and I think you had indicated that there's something that has not been resolved. Very quickly, can you read your findings? As the Auditor General takes us to anomalies in the revenue collection and management system, the issues raised and evaluation role, we'll take note of the responses. This is a matter that should be kept in view because we have looked at the detailed response. So it's something that the auditor will report on in the subsequent audit. But let's deal with anomalies in the revenue collection and management system.
Yeah, thank you, Chair. Anomalies in the revenue collection and the management system. The county government of Homa Bay procured a craft biller system for revenue collection and management from the local vendor through a contract signed on 26th May 2023. However, audit of the system conducted in October 2024 revealed the following anomalies. 1. Error handling had not been hardened. Overly informative errors messages were revealed to users. and attempt to generate receipts returned on error messages with SQL code and revealed that the details of the database and the database management system used by the system. The information revealed that makes the systems an indication that the system vulnerability to attack malicious users and hackers.
Could I guide that you go straight to paragraph 7, because that is where the outstanding matter is.
Yeah, thank you, Chair, for guidance. Paragraph 7, that's page 6 of the financial statements. A review of the contract between the county government of Homa Bay and the vendor revealed that the contract did not specify the contract period and did not provide for the payments of 5% commission on revenue collected, which is paid to the contractor every month. In addition, the contract price was Kenya shilling 28,289,179, including the VAT, with the payment structured in 3 phases: 30% upon submission of the draft report, 40% upon submission of the unacceptable draft report, and 30% upon submission and approval of the final report. Although no reports were provided for audit verification on the phases of the development of the project, the vendor sent a letter reminding the county government to pay an outstanding invoices, warning that the delay could lead to a service disruption as they will shut down the systems on April 12, 2024. Yeah, in the circumstances, the security, integrity, reliability of the revenue collection and the management system and the value for money of the payments made to the vendor could not be confirmed.
Okay, Governor, your response, there are 7 paragraphs there, which we had looked at your response, but if you could narrow down on the paragraph where you are responding to 7, the issue of the 5% commission on revenue collected, which was not supported by the contract. I think that's the outstanding issue in that entire audit finding.
Thank you, Chairman. The management would like to state that the contract of automation of revenue collection and management system provides for payment of commission of 5% of revenue collected as indicated in the Appendix C of the contract. The addendum to the contract provides for a contract duration of 5 years that is renewable, subject to performance review, as set out in the service level agreement. The Appendix 6J, contract on automation of revenue collection and management system, and Appendix 6K, addendum to the contract.
I'm not sure, Chair, if I'm following where the governor is reading.
Page 9 of 10.
Response, this one.
Page 9 of 10.
Page 9, yes.
Yeah. Number 7.
The appendices are the red annex, one.
The red one. I think it's here.
The annex, Chair.
7 what? Appendix.
So, Chairman, the annexures are 6J and 6K.
So 6J has the contract on automation of revenue collection and management system and addendum to contract agreement. When was the addendum signed, Governor?
I want to ask the attorney to please respond to that.
Thank you very much, Chair. The addendum is one that appears at 6K, and that was done on the 3rd of July, 2023. Should be the last document on the bigger bundle, file 1 out of 1, appendix 1 to 6K. Chair, is the last document.
If this was available as at 3rd of July 2023, why was it not provided to the Auditor General? Because this is an observation that was in the management letter, was in the draft certificate, and was in the final certificate. Why should this Senate believe that this addendum was not backdated or initiated just to close an audit finding? Governor?
Chairman, The 5% charge is on the contract.
Which page?
The last page of the contract. It's highlighted there.
In the addendum or
No.
in the main contract?
In the main contract,
It is 6K.
which is 6J.
6J.
The last pages are ineligible. You can't
But
read
you,
them.
I think there's a section that is highlighted, Chair.
Yeah, it is.
You know, Governor, this would be very simple. The auditor raised this and it found its way all the way to the Senate. Where were these contracts when the auditor was asking these questions? Because he says you are paying 5% to a system vendor, but that is not captured anywhere in the contract. And if it was available, I believe that your receiver of revenue would have just furnished the OAG with this information.
And
The risk we run is now processing information that could be doctored for all that we know.
Chair, you know the county attorney is a person that I know personally and have a lot of respect for. I do not doubt his ability as a lawyer. In fact, for full disclosure, he has represented the party that
Before he was
I ran
or as the
before he
government.
joined the county government of. So I am sure he knows that there are terms that go to the root of a contract, and there would be no excuse for those terms to be left out of the main contract and then subsumed in an addendum. That doesn't make sense to me. Governor, you have said there's a reference to the 5% in the main contract. I'm still struggling. I don't know if my colleagues have
The documents are likely unclear.
Could you look at the last page of the contract, where there is a table?
There's a long table that goes all the way to licenses and permits, disputes.
The very last page, Chairman.
We are there.
I don't know whether members you have a better copy, but this is a version I have.
Chair, that is why I wanted to move that this document be struck out. Because it's not readable.
They are not legible.
They are not legible. And Chair, from what we know from Oba Bay, it doesn't come out very well, Chair, because nothing is readable and the county attorney is here. If we cannot read, Governor, how can we assist in interrogating? How are we supposed to read this? Maybe Sifuna can read if he has a better eye.
Chair, can I just guide?
Yes.
If you go to the addendum to contract, and you see, because we are all grown-ups here, we can agree when mistakes have been made and corrected. If you go to the addendum, which is 6K, Honorable Chair, 6K, the addendum to contract agreement has recitals. Those recitals, I believe, are laying a historical foundation for the addendum. And it acknowledges that at the time of execution of the contract agreement, the parties were yet to agree on the contract period. This is 6K.
That is page 2.
The second last
Page
whereas.
2 on 1, 2, 3, 4, paragraph that appears at number 5 there, paragraph 5. Not the ones, the whereas, the recitals.
Yeah.
It says, at the time of execution of the contract agreement, the parties were yet to agree on the contract period and therefore did not provide, therefore, in the special conditions of contract.
Yes.
You are acknowledging that such a fundamental issue as the time of or the contract duration was not agreed upon. And then you go to say that this addendum is necessitating the provisions that follow there, including the contract period and the other terms there. So you can say it was an oversight in the initial contract, or it had not been agreed as your document itself is saying.
Chair,
addition,
the point
maybe
I was
Governor-
making, Chair, was that the 5% commission was part of the original contract. What was not contained, what is contained in the addendum is the period of the contract.
But Governor, we can't see it.
Okay.
Chairman, can
Yeah, we
I
can
be
see
allowed to provide this clear
Maybe you have
copy
a
of the
clearer
contract?
copy.
You see,
But what do we do
the challenge
with
is this,
this?
Governor.
We are not
This
reading-
auditor was in Homa Bay
Yes.
and asked that question and captured it in the management letter and captured it in the draft certificate. It was not responded to. What is a...
There is nothing to do.
What is a justification that today in Nairobi it is being responded to, and yet it wasn't done during that audit period? And I think that's why part of our recommendation was administrative action on the officers who failed to provide the documentation on time in the event that the documentation existed. Was there any administrative action taken?
Chair, and in addition, to be fair to us as your members, we are not reading anything. So even if the governor refers until cows come home on the aspects of the contract, we can't read. And a number of us are legal experts, Chair, and we really wanted to get into the substratum of the issue. So how will we assist the Chair to be fair?
Yeah, Chair, finally,
yes.
For the benefit of the people of Homa Bay, I think the most critical thing is the cost that the people of Homa Bay are incurring. Governor, I cannot believe personally that such an important matter would not be contained in the document itself in a more prominent manner. Because anything, even if you are buying mandazi, the first thing you ask is how much is this thing? And the contract has to provide for it. So it is unbelievable. And as I said, I have a lot of respect for your county attorney. If mistakes were made, we can just own up and say there were mistakes.
Like, Chair, this is more than a mistake, eh? Because are you saying, through the Chair, Governor, are you saying that the 5% is provided for on the last page of?
Yes, the 5% is provided for on this contract where it says summary of costs. And Chairman, if you allow me, I would like to table. I would like to apologize for the document not being clear, and I would like to table, Chairman, if you agree for your purpose, a clearer version of the contract document.
It's
9 copies, so that is enough.
Sometimes you are constrained to take new evidence at this point, yes. But because you are quasi-judicial, maybe first table it to the clerk and then we'll take a view. But you see the point.
Does it mean we don't interrogate that aspect? Because
no, we definitely would, because in line with Senator Sifuna's query, the first page of the contract agreement talks about the 28 million.
Correct.
So the curiosity is why the 5% was captured in an appendix on the last page of the contract. You see, that's a reason for curiosity. Yes. That this could have been an afterthought, or this could have been an insertion to an original contract that wasn't there. And that is why the Auditor General asked that question, and it was not answered when the Auditor General was in Homa Bay.
Chairman, I want to say that, and this is under oath in the House here, that if the figure had not been part of the main contract, it would not be in anybody's interest to insert it and then say it is part of the original contract. So it was there, Chairman, but the reason it wasn't provided, I want to agree with the committee that the document should have been provided to the auditors in full, including the addendum, so that we did not have to raise this issue here. And Chairman, I want to assure you that whoever did not provide the document, we will take administrative action against them.
Governor, unfortunately, we have taken your copy of the document.
Yes.
And the beauty with this agreement is that it is signed on every page. Governor, if you look at the signatures on the previous page and the ones on this last page that you are now providing, they don't look the same. They have been signed by different people, and yet the people who have signed from the beginning are consistent. What is the explanation?